Buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches a todos. This is Señor Woods again with another awesome opportunity to teach you some Spanish, some Espanol. We have Ser plus descriptions today. And again, I'm coming to you as the CEO of Learn Shine. Please learn with me. Our learning target for today is I can describe people's personality and physical appearance orally and in writing. Students will be able to describe a person orally using ser and descriptive vocabulary. Students will be able to spell their description vocabulary words. All right, so today I'm going to take you through the vocab and make sure that we can pronounce it and work on spelling. And then in a couple of days, I'm going to come back to you with another video and getting more so into the grammar of this particular lesson. But this particular area, we're talking about personality traits and people. That primary question for this week and really the next couple of weeks is ¿Cómo eres? ¿Cómo eres is what are you like? ¿Cómo eres? Repitan, por favor, ¿cómo eres? Then we have some personality traits which are interesting. You notice for all of them except for one, intelligent, end in the letter O. If the adjective ends in the letter O, then it is describing something that is considered masculine. You can change the O to a A if that adjective is describing something that considers itself to be feminine. So for example, I would be artístico, but if you identify as female, you would say artística. So you want to pay very close attention to that last letter. However, in the word inteligente, that is gender neutral. So I would be inteligente, and a person that would identify as feminine would also be inteligente. Let's go through these words and make sure that you can pronounce them correctly. You can repeat after me. Artístico, atlético, bueno, cómico, desorganizado, estudioso, inteligente, malo, organizado, perezoso, serio, simpático, trabajador, antipático. So these are the words for personality traits. And we use these particular adjectives with the verb ser. Let's go on to another category of this particular lesson. We call these people. So you can repeat after me as I say each word. El amigo, la amiga. And this will refer to a friend that is masculine, el amigo, or a friend that is feminine, la amiga. La chica, el chico. El estudiante, la estudiante. El hombre, la mujer. If you notice, in front of these nouns, these all are nouns, and what is a noun? A person, place, thing, or idea. You see a two-letter word. It is either el or la. El is a definite article, and la is a definite article. I'm going to be doing a separate teaching on those, but they are called definite articles, and el defines a subject that is masculine. La defines a subject that is feminine. So el amigo would be the descriptor for a person that is a male, and they are your friend, el amigo, the friend. La amiga would be the corresponding subject for a person that is a friend that is female, la amiga. Notice the word estudiante, just like inteligente, it is gender neutral. So a guy is estudiante and a girl is estudiante. And notice the pronunciation of el hombre. It's not el hombre, el homeboy. It's el hombre. And la mujer, not la mujer, but la mujer for woman. Let's go on to our next category. We have 4 categories this week. One is personality traits, one are people, and the third is appearance. Appearance. And so we're going to go through these words and notice what I've already taught you. If the adjective ends in the letter O, then it can and should be changed if the subject it is referencing is feminine. However, if the word ends in another letter, like a E or an N, as we will see. And then we have some other words towards the bottom that I will address. But we'll go through these first. Alto, bajo, bonito, grande. Notice again the word grande ends in the letter E and it is gender neutral. Guapo, joven. This is our first word that ends in the letter N. N. And again, that is gender neutral. Joven. Pelirrojo. That's a fun one to say. Pelirrojo. Pequeño. Viejo. Now I'm going to skip down to strong, fat, and skinny for a reason. Fuerte. Gordo. Delgado. Again, fuerte would be another example, like inteligente, an adjective that ends in the letter E. It is gender neutral. But gordo and delgado, the O can be changed to an A. However, let's look at this group of 4 terms near the bottom, starting with tengo. Tengo is a verb, and tengo means I have. Tiene is also a verb. Tiene means he, she, it, or you have. We actually use tengo and tiene in this particular lesson to describe 2 things. If you have blonde hair, if you have brown hair, you wouldn't use ser, you wouldn't say soy, but you would say tengo. So for blonde hair, which is pelo rubio, pelo is hair, rubio is blonde, pelo castaño, pelo is hair, castaño is brown, we use tengo to describe hair. Tengo pelo rubio. I have blonde hair. Tengo pelo castaño. I have brown hair. We do not use soy to describe hair. So that is going to be one of those things that you really have to pay close attention to, because I'm sure on an assessment you will have to distinguish the use of tengo with soy as it pertains to describing those 2 things, blonde hair or brown hair. If you're describing the third person singular, tiene pelo rubio, tiene pelo castaño, for he or she has blonde or brown hair. Great. And then our last category, I call these other words. This would be muy. Muy is very. Un poco is a little. Porque is because. And todos is all, or todas is all if I'm just referring to a group of people who identify as female. I'm going to get into the usage of these other words in the next lesson. But you could see how it could be utilized now. If I want to say, I am very intelligent, I would say soy, which is that first person singular of ser, which we learned how to conjugate last week. Muy inteligente. I am very intelligent. Soy muy inteligente. Or if I wanted to say I'm very hardworking, soy muy trabajador. I am very hardworking. But if I wanted to say I'm a little something, like I'm a little fat, which I'm working on. Soy un poco gordo. Soy un poco gordo. We have this interesting word called porque, which we're going to use with more complex sentences. For example, if I wanted to say, I am smart because I like to study. soy inteligente porque a mí me gusta estudiar. So porque is one of those link words that links two ideas. So it could be something that you are or a characteristic of yourself linked with you expressing a like or a dislike. For example, I could say, a mí me gusta comer tacos porque soy gordo. And you can see if you can figure that one out, okay? And then we have this last one, todos. We're going to get into that next week because that deals more so with a group of people, which gets into the first person plural, second person plural, third person plural, which we'll explore more in the grammar lesson. But I'm glad that all of you joined me again for Learn Shine, this opportunity to teach you about Ser Plus, descriptions, and again, students will be able to describe a person orally using Ser and descriptive vocabulary. Students will be able to spell their description words. So work on spelling these words and work on describing yourself and describing somebody else using this specific vocabulary. It was my pleasure to come to you again. And again, this is Señor Woods with Learn Shine, Ser Plus Description. Have an amazing day. Adios.